Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Shogun Total War, where I'm playing as Clan Shimazu. And in the last episode, well, if you watched it, you'll know it was quite a disaster, wasn't it? I tried to attack Tosa, well, I did attack Tosa, and I got Tosa tossed. I mean, they turned me inside out. It was kind of a beautiful disaster, actually. I mean, I thought I had them. Their general, their 3-star general came rushing out ahead of the rest of his army. I had them surrounded on all sides by my best soldiers, and I was firing arrows into him, and he was down to 9 men, and he didn't die. And instead, eventually, the rest of his army caught up and turned the tide of the battle. And I was lucky to get out of there with my daimyo alive. He did lose a rank, so he was rank 4, now he's down to rank 3. I'll tell you, there's really no silver lining to what happened in the last episode. It was bad. See, at least I could have killed their general, and I didn't. I didn't kill him. They still have a 3-star general right here. And yeah, like I said, my general lost a rank, my daimyo lost a rank, and I think I lost around 500 to 700 men, which is really disastrous this early in the campaign. I mean, that's really, really bad. And because of that, what I should really be doing right now is to essentially, well, I've done a bit of soul searching, right? And I've decided, well, the rush didn't work. I wanted to rush. I think Clan Shimazu is very, I think rushing is very viable with them. I think attacking the enemy before they're ready is very easy to do with Clan Shimazu because there's only really one direction to attack, and that's north, right? But the thing with rushing is that you have to win your battles. When you're rushing, you're not really giving yourself time to tech up to have a proper good army. You're just kind of attacking with what you have and winning. You have to. That obviously that's how this works. So for going into this episode, I was thinking, all right, well, this is it. It's time for me to change strategies. It's time for me to take a step back and to tech up a little bit, which would be fine. I mean, I have 3 troop producing provinces right now, so it wouldn't really take that long to tech up. It's more just an issue of money and the fact that Clan Shimazu is relatively poor. And even though I am working on building up my infrastructure, my economical infrastructure, that's still going to take time. And it's time that I'd rather be spending taking territory if I can. And now that I'm taking a look at this army, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I should be even thinking this, but I I think I can take them. I want to think I can take them. I do want to give it a season. Unfortunately, that means I'll be attacking in winter. But I want to see these guys. I pulled them over from this province, so they can't attack at this turn. And I want these 2 extra units. I want it. That'll be at least a unit and a half of archers, which ain't enough. I'd be going up against essentially 4 groups of Nodachi swordsmen. Yeah, 3.5 Nodachi swordsmen. And I'd like more than 1.5 groups of archers, but it's what I got. And as far as the rest of it, yeah, it's just mostly Ashigaru. I mean, there's a little chunky unit here of 25 Yari spearmen. Other than that, you know, there isn't a lot here, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I thought that I was going to take a step back and sit on this for a while and build up, but I want Tosa. I want vengeance. I want to redeem myself, for Christ's sakes, okay? So I'm going to go for it. Again, like I said, not this turn, but I'll do it next turn. I don't have anything to do this turn. I don't have any money right now, and let's see, just make sure I have taxes bumped up, and let's see, that all still looks good. And yeah, so Clan Mori still is a worry. They could still attack at any moment, and let's just refresh myself and see what's going on in the world of Japan. So Mori is advancing into central Japan at this moment, and it looks like there's a lot of territory ripe for the taking, to be honest. I mean, all these white areas are essentially rebel-held provinces, and Clan Oda has been pushed north, so they're kind of tucked in here against all of this action over here. So there's some room for Mori to expand, which is good for me because that means they can just expand into these quote-unquote easier to take provinces than it is to attack an actual established clan, which is me. So hopefully they do that. Forgive the fireworks. I am recording on the 4th of July, so I had to get this done tonight. So it's not ideal, but I'm going to make do with it. So yeah, I'm going to, have my fingers crossed and hope that they don't attack me here. Hopefully they don't attack from Awa into Iwo, or Io. But we'll see. We'll just see how that goes. I mean, if they do, I have a decent little sized army here in Nagato that can, I'm just going to bring down the wrath of hell on them. If they attack me here, just right through here, I mean, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to punish them. So for the time being, let's move on. Okay. Death in Nagato, an enemy ninja is stalking one of my emissaries, and he's being escorted by 3 shinobi for Christ's sakes, and the ninja's still getting through. God dang it. Well, he did avoid a death by ninja, I think, in the last episode, so fingers crossed, let's hope he can do it again. Oh, God dang it. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, fine. So he capped my emissary. I'll have to get a new one. Let's see, this year's harvest with average, 2487, that's decent. I can work with that. Cool. Let's see, so I don't have a building that I can use to train emissaries, and I'm going to want them. So let's see, what is it? Yeah, Tranquil Garden. I'll build it here in Bungo. I can have Bungo be essentially my agent training center where I can train shinobi and emissaries. Let's see, move my tax rate back down. Move these guys up, move these guys, and yes. Now this is curious. So the AI likes to use emissaries as spies, much like I do. And seeing that they've moved their emissary into Tosa kind of leads me to believe that they're starting to eye it up. I mean, they might be starting to think that they can take it, and I'd like to see them try. Yeah, that's what they have. Then that's not gonna be enough. So let's see, attacking in winter, not ideal. Troops get tired faster when they're moving in wintertime, but I don't have any heavily armored troops. And it's just, I think it has to happen. I think now is the time. And let's see, so did they get any more soldiers while I was... No. And that's... So yeah, okay. Fingers crossed. And yeah, that's not a whole lot to defend. If they attack, I might have to retreat. That is, if they attack Io, I might have to retreat to the castle. And if, like I said before, if that happens, then that makes this battle in Tosa almost a must-win. Let's see, consolidate here, and let's just keep building up some soldiers. Actually, I want to make sure that... So I have that building, or the Tranquil Garden being built in Bungo, and I want to make sure that I keep focusing on building ports. I want to make sure that that's like a part of my economy that's continuing to build up slowly but surely. Let's see, so they are expensive though, so that's quite a bit of money. That's almost $1,000 spent right there. So just go cheap from there. Nodachi, and do I even want more archers right now? No, I just want to do Nodachi and some Ashigaru. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Okay, fingers crossed. Holy moly, I really hope this works. Oh man, Tosa, I've just been wanting to take Tosa for so long now. Alright, 609 versus 436. Like, come on, I gotta be able to take that. It has to work. Continue. Fine day. Yes, fine works for me because that means my archers will, they won't have any obstructions, because if it rains or snows, then archers don't work as well. Okay, so let's see. Let me group my archers together, and then I want to group. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll just have flank, center, and right flank. So that's that, and then I'll group my 3 solid spearmen together, and just make sure that's all right. And then I want these guys to be, I kept them in the army because I want them to be kind of like my little scouting force that hopefully lures the enemy army out of the forest. Alright, that should work. Alright, same strategy as before. Bring them up the hill and hopefully try to lure them out of the forest and in a favorable position. I mean, I'll tell you, it almost worked to perfection last battle. I mean, I thought I had them. When the enemy general came rushing out way ahead of the rest of their army, I thought, well, there we go. That's it. That's game. I mean, he had to die, and then he didn't. He just kept living. And yeah, and then it was just you know, my soldiers couldn't hang on from there. There was too many nasty Nodachi swordsmen cutting through my ranks. Let's see. So yep, they're still there. You can tell by this blinking white dot that, you know, they're here in this forest. At least some of them are. There might be some more up this hill, but AI usually doesn't do that. But just gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. All right, fast forward a little bit. And let's check this out. And like I said before, I am playing with restricted camera, so when I'm trying to, like, I'm essentially able to view only what my soldiers can view. So I don't have a freeform camera that lets me fly over the entire battlefield. This is the limit for me right here. So I can't see over the crest of this hill, so it's kind of stressful. It adds a certain level of uncertainty to these battles that I find kind of realistic, actually. Alright, let's keep bringing these guys up. And I can take a little deep breath now because now I see over the crest of the hill, there's no one here. There still might be some guys back here in this forest, but they are mostly probably just here, right here. So let's see, I'm going to form up my archers like so. Make sure they are in hold formation and hold position so they don't go chasing. And let's see, let's just start bringing up Nodachi. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that's a decent amount of Nodachi swordsmen. All right. Let's see. I want my infantry here, or maybe here actually. Let's see. Do I want to get higher up on this hill? Yeah, actually, if I can lure them out, then that's what I want. So how about I change this plan a little bit? Do that. Here we go. And spears. Like so. And general, I will use my general along with my decoy unit to hopefully draw them out of this forest. And we'll see if they bite. The AI usually does bite for a daimyo or a general unit, if they see them kind of out in the open, they like to attack. In addition to that, this little decoy unit of Ashigaru, I'll just put him in loose formation, and I want to keep this daimyo around him to try to hopefully keep his morale up so he doesn't go running away. And let's see, yeah, hopefully this works. I just keep checking. I want to make sure that no one's coming out of this forest for me. Just want to make sure everything's in front of me. Alright, move them up, move them up. Alright. And so in this case, I'm glad I'm using the Ashigaru as a decoy unit because they are a little faster. They have really basically no armor, so they can go a little bit faster. One of the things that really caught me, and this always happens, the speed of Nodachi's swordsman kind of catches me off guard. I mean, they are quite a bit faster than Yari spears, because Yari spears have a couple more points of armor to them. So when I was trying to reform my ranks and try to basically get higher up this hill before the engagement happened, I kind of got caught out before I was ready. I mean, I should have been ready because I was the one laying the trap. But the aggressive play from the enemy Taisho in that game really just kind of it got on me before I was able to get a lot of arrow fire into him. Let's see, it looks like moving around a little bit, as you can see, there's the Taisho unit. You can tell him with that yellow sparkly banner. And that's him. Even though he was down to 9 units before, he has been able to replenish his unit, and that sucks. I really wish he was dead. Alright, so the battle music has kicked in, and that means stuff is happening. In this case, it just looks like the archers are shooting, so whatever. Just gonna keep checking over here out of paranoia. And yeah, so it just looks like they're kind of it just looks like they're bringing it, they're trying to shoot at me with their archers, which is fine. I would like to try to get the whole army to engage though. And yeah, let's see. Can I get him to bite? Yes, no, maybe so. Oop, oop, oop. I really shouldn't be fast forwarding in this battle. I should be playing this as safe and as close to the chest as possible. Alright. Are they not gonna bite? Man, oh man, don't make me fight you in the forest. That would suck. Come on, guys. Come on. And I want to make sure that I absolutely do not get caught here in the forest with my daimyo. As I've said before, horses do have fighting penalties in the woods, and yeah, I mean, even a light, unit of Yari Ashigaru, their spears have a give a bonus to fighting against cavalry, and like I said, cavalry has a negative effect to fighting in the woods, so it'd just be really bad if they caught me out here. So, and they're not budging, so gosh darn it, I have to rethink this and try to figure out another way to draw them out. I'm wondering, maybe I wonder if I just try bringing like another unit of Yari Ashigaru. This might be too obvious to them. A 10-man unit of Yari Ashigaru and then a daimyo on a horse. That might be a little too obvious. So let's see. Let's see if I can get them to, maybe a full strength unit of 60 Ashigaru, kind of make them budge. Ooh, and I just noticed the time is starting to run out. So that's not good at all. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention to how much time has already passed. but I cannot rush this. Even though, you know, I'm running out of time, I have to make sure I play this. Yeah, I have to play this one pretty well. Let's see. Are they gonna budge? Are they gonna budge? Are they gonna budge? Can I get a chase? Come on. Come on. Man, they are... It was a little easier to get them to, it's almost like they learned from the last battle, right? Alright, alright. There's a little movement there. Yep, okay, that's something. That's something. Now they're coming. Now I can get my guys running out of here. Let me just, bring my daimyo up to make sure that... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so that happened instead. They broke and they fled right through the enemy. So, holy moly. That's... Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay, well, there goes a whole... I mean, that was like an entire unit of 60 soldiers that just died right there. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, well, there's nothing for it then. I'm going to bring up the rest of the army and see if I can get some pot shots, see if I can get an engagement. At this point, my hopes aren't that high. Just because I'm running out of time. There's not much I can do with the time that I have. But, yeah, we'll see. And that's why this is really tricky, because this right here, if I bring my archers essentially like out of this dip right here, then they'd be here, and this is way too close. I mean, there's just, you can't get enough shots in, right? But if I bring them here, then I'm fighting downhill. So that's why it's really, it's a really tricky battle, I'll tell you what. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, bring those guys up, bring them up. And spears. And let's see, how do I want to do this? Maybe like that, and maybe like this. Like so. Yeah, I'm just running out of time. Let's see, getting some shots. Picking off some guys in the woods. And yeah, it's gonna be time. It's gonna be game running out pretty soon here. Might still get a quick engagement, but yeah, it's gonna be nothing too decisive. But if we could get that daimyo though, that would be sweet. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Let's see, put these guys in wedge formation. Let's see, and up here. And let's see, bam, like that, and like that. And yeah, that's game. Darn, I was actually kind of liking that engagement there at the end. I thought it was worth fighting. Oh well. Well, I should just be able to go right back at it and do that again. So let's see. And now I have more units because now I have these guys which I brought over. And I'll be fighting in spring, so that's good too. So that's another extra. That's an extra unit of Nodachi. That is fine as long as Mori continues to not attack me. That would be grand. Bring those guys over and start bringing over reinforcements here, and I'll just keep doing that there. And let's see, what do I want to build up anything else for the time being? I kind of want to... I think more soldiers is all I need to go for right now. More soldiers. And I get the money for it. If I'm going to focus on soldiers, let's get some good ones. And yes. I'm fine focusing on all soldiers for the time being. I'd like to eventually start working on this horse dojo. That way I can get some horses, and that way I can make battles more decisive. But I think for the time being, just at least for this year, I can focus on just bringing up my, building up more units and hopefully taking down Tosa. And then next year, next year I think would be a good year to start working on the horse dojo. And yeah, so let's see, make sure taxes are good. Oops. What's going on here? Taxes, very low, yep. Alright, let's see, round 3 I guess, yeah. Finish building the Tranquil Garden, so now I can train up another emissary. And here we go, 649 versus 411. Can I do it? Now, yes. So, I guess the lesson, or at least one of the many lessons to take from this, I seriously, I've played this battle probably over 30 times, and it's like, I learn just a little bit something different each time. And in this case, I have to remember that it actually does take quite a bit of time to march up this hill and get set up, especially when I'm being cautious, so I gotta watch that timer. Alright, let's see, I want to do... Yeah, more or less I'm just gonna be doing the same thing. I'll be doing that, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 2... 2 on the left flank, 2 in the middle, 2 in the right, and then 2 spears, a little decoy, and daimyo. Group the whole army together, and here we go. Oh, and already, okay, so something different already. They look like they're going for the freaking hill. God dang it. So now I have to think like, what do I do? It's like I've fought this battle so many times. What do I do? I gotta go through the forest. I mean, that's the only option. But then the question is, do they have anything in the forest? So let's see what I can count here. 1 Nodachi swordsman, 2 Nodachi swordsmen, 3 Nodachi swordsmen. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is 4 of them. So that might be the whole army right there. That might be. Fingers crossed. And let's see, I just want... I'll break up that group and then include... Oops, nope. Alright, there we go. And let's see. Bring up these guys and that'll be my spear line. Archers in the back. And Nodachi sprinkled out throughout the entire army. Like so. And let's see, it's going to be an engagement. Hopefully I can kind of make this ridge here. And if I don't really like that engagement, then I can keep circling around in the back here. So, like I said before, I gotta watch that timer and make sure I'm kind of moving around without too much delay. And yeah, I think this is a better idea if I just kind of be really conservative and try to move around the edges here. A lot of times when this happens, when you just kind of like circle around the AI, you know, trying to find that really good engagement, the AI a lot of times just kind of gets nervous and attacks you. Or runs away. So yeah, as you can see, they're abandoning the high ground, they're moving back, and that's something that the AI in this game's really good at. Like when they see what you're doing and they know that they don't have the advantage anymore, they don't just hold it, thinking like, all right, that's it. They'd rather just keep making you work for it. I mean, they make you really work for it. So let's see, now it's more or less kind of even ground at this point. So if I can get this, and time to change everything I just did. There, and there, and all right, are they just gonna park their butts on this hill back here? Or they're running away. Nope, they're okay. Yeah, so they're not running away. So that's that would be so anticlimactic. But they are really close to the edge now, so they just need a quick break, and that's it. I wonder where are they on archers? I'm pretty sure I have more archers than them, so I can force them off of this hill. Yes, that would be good. That would be good. Let's see, I like that. I have to worry about them coming through this forest at me, but I don't think, it looks like they're not really deploying that way. It looks like they're mostly deploying outside of the forest. And I'll bring up my spears right behind my archers like so. And I'll have a good aggressive flank of Nodachi, and then a good backbone of Nodachi. I like to place these behind the spears just to, I don't like them to take the initial charge, but at the same time they have high morale so they can really hold that center line. And then have these guys come around this flank, and then have the daimyo up here just to make sure that morale holds true. And let's see, over here is fine. Yep, so they're going to be bringing up their archers, and I want to make sure that, so mine are going to be in a better position. They're going to have a height advantage over his archers. And yeah, and I have more of them, and I have more, so. And now they're already bringing their Nodachi Taishio to come face me. So yeah, this is all looking good, and I'm so freaking nervous right now. Like this is looking really good, like in my favor. I outnumbered them by almost 200. This should be my battle, and Yeah, I have trauma from this goddamn battle, from this map, from fighting these rebels. Let's see, should be getting good volleys into them. Already taking them down by quite a bit. Now it's time to bring in my spears to countercharge here, and then have these guys here countercharge, then up here to protect. And let's see, bring these guys up. What are you doing? What are you doing? And yeah, there we go. So let's bring, oops, these guys. Nope. These guys, like so. Looks like they're going for a hard push on my left flank, so I want to kind of back up just a little bit. And don't tell me this guy's gonna live again. He can't live again. Let's see. Hodachi's swordsman. Yeah, so I have to make sure, I gotta get these guys around. I have to bring them up like this. And bring these guys, they're gonna push along with him, and these guys have to go over here. And now turn around, go. Make sure my daimyo is in range of helping with morale and all that good stuff. Go, 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 and let's see, post up here, and post up here, and let's see. Okay, come around and flank, and let's see. Oh god, about time, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna win? Are we gonna win? Are we gonna win? Nope, running away, running away, running away. Let's see, my soldiers are running. Let's see, over here, how are we going? 4, 21, 4, 40, okay. Come on. And let's see, bring back my archers a bit and bring them up. And there we go, keep pushing. Got a break in the middle, but I think I have the soldiers to react to this. Just have to stop them up. Just have to stop them from running, and then I can stop this break from happening. Come on. Let's see if I can call a rally. Alright, good. That's good. And these guys should stop running away soon enough, hopefully, and then they can turn on these Yaryashigaru. And these guys are really split off from the rest of their guys. They should start running. Yep, running, running. And bring Nodachi to help Mount Daimyo, fighting against his spears. These 20 Yari Samurai is basically the only source of strength that they have left. Let's see if I can cut those guys off. And are they going to keep chasing my guys? Oh man, they're just going to keep running, aren't they? Yep, running away. Everyone's just running from this one group of Yaryashigaru. It's so pathetic. Let's see, archers, get them, go, 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 go. Let's see, still broken, still going. 13 guys. Let's see, gotta bring these guys back to help, I guess. Yeah, I'll just keep using them to chase, and 25 versus 26. My Nodachi swordsman should win that. Let's see. Okay, so there, that's broken. That's good. Now I can bring him over to make sure that those archers are going to be taken out. Daimyo can help with that. And let's see, 12 guys versus, yeah, there we go. And my guys did rally, so that's pretty much mop up at this point. Casualties are pretty even. You can tell by this bar up here, it's almost right in the middle as far as the kill ratio goes. How are my guys going over here? Still chasing down the Samurai Archer, but the battle looks to be won. I don't even want to say that. It makes me so like, it can't be true. I can't have won this. But yeah, it looks like I won it, and it wasn't pretty. I did have that break right in the middle, but by the time my center broke, I had already taken out a lot of his soldiers had already been taken out. So let's see, maybe I can cut off these guys. Maybe I can actually cut them off by going here instead. And let's see, same here. Like to take down as many of these guys as possible, just because if I can take them down, then means the coming up siege battle will be a lot easier. And that's that. Alright, how are we looking? 377 versus I lost 285, so yeah, it still wasn't pretty. I mean, that's the battle that I won, and it was still a pretty haggard win. God, I don't even want to know. What, did I lose 1,000 guys trying to take Tosa? Jeez, Pete's. Anyway, hey, rush strategies work, right? It could have been done a lot better, I'm telling you. I pillaged 450 koku, and yes. Let's see, did I get to keep any buildings? So yeah, I got a famous sword dojo, which is nice. This is, yeah, they have the famous sword dojo. So this is better than the sword dojo that I have here, because this one produces Nodachi swordsmen with +1 honor. That explains it. I was wondering why because I know, so Nodachi swordsmen that are produced in Satsuma have a +1 honor. It's a province bonus. And I'm thinking, man, why are they like even? I mean, I get it, it's expert difficulty level, but like, I'm thinking, what's going on here? And now I get it. It's a famous sword dojo. That explains a lot. My goodness, I never knew that. Let's see, 32 guys. I'm just gonna take that immediately and end that siege. They don't have any archers, so I can just use what archers I have left and bring them down. And yeah, holy moly, I mean, my guys, whew, they took some hits. This army is hurting. But yeah, I finally took it. My goodness gracious. I finally have Tosa. Now it's just a matter of, well, as always, is Mori going to attack Io? But even now, in this case, now that's fine. If they attack Io, I'm really okay holding it up in that castle, because now this is my province. Now I have it. It's, I don't have to worry about anything happening. But with that said, I'd still need to keep bringing up reinforcements. And yeah, yeah, I'll keep bringing these guys over here. Let's see, 887 koku left, so that's okay. I think, yeah, I just have to keep making more soldiers. Yeah, like I said before, this is going to be a soldier producing year. Do that, some more Yari Sam, and let's get an emissary in there so I can do some scouting. And I think I mentioned this before, but I'm just going to say it again. So the advantage the emissary provides, even when I'm not going to use him as, a diplomat trying to make alliances and such, I use the emissary because he's allowed to travel through enemy territory. He's a diplomat. So he can be kind of a cheeky little spy that kind of just peeks his nose in and tells me what's going on, but he's not going to get caught by the enemy's anti-spy units. So I have these shinobis. They can be used in my own provinces to keep up public order, but I can also spy in other enemy provinces. Well, the AI also has these. They have these little shinobis in their provinces. They're invisible though, I can't see them. So if I bring in a shinobi into an enemy province, there's a really good chance that he's going to get caught and killed by, the enemy anti-spy network. It's just that doesn't work on emissaries. Emissaries can travel freely. The only thing that kills them is ninjas. So there's kind of a little rock, paper, scissors sort of balance to the way that agents work. And there's always going to be a use for having all of them, no matter what. Yeah, so let's see, make sure that's good, and everything's still good. Taxes is fine. I think I have a bunch of heirs now, right? Yeah, my goodness. Shimazu, Mr. Shimazu really, really is busy during a campaign. Alright, ready to end turn, and I'm just gonna check my timer really quick and see how we're doing on time. And yeah, so we're coming up on it. I'm gonna probably do a couple more turns, and yeah, I'll do that. I'll finish up this castle assault, and that'll probably be it for this episode. But let's see how this goes. I'm gonna command this assault personally, just because I know that I have the archer advantage, and I can just take out this castle without any losses. I'm gonna wait until there's no fog, hopefully, because I'd like to. There we go. Fine day expected. Perfect. That way my archers will be able to rain havoc. I know if I just like did this, if I automatically resolved this battle, they would not use the archers. And I'm pretty sure there's some Nodachis still in there, so they would be really bad. Like, I'd lose a lot of guys. So yeah, I'm not going to let the computer decide the fates of this battle for me. I'm just going to park my archers outside the castle and shoot them a lot. And yeah, no one else is gonna get involved. And yeah, I think I already showed you we had the battle in Heisen, which was the castle, well, the regular small castle. Here's a large castle. Yeah, if you're not impressed, I don't blame you. It's just a larger square. Still no gate. It's just, you know, you just walk in and you just kind of. That's the strategy. The strategy is get inside and they try to stop you. Let's see, I'm just going to bring my guys up here, and that'll give me a good little vantage point. And let's see, just bring up these other guys that I'm not going to use. And what do we got? Yep, just one. Okay, one Nodachi and 31 Yashigaru. Alright, let's bring the guys up and shoot them. And just 2 left. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just bring in my daimyo. That'll be faster. And there we go. Hey. Mori clan is the strongest clan in all Japan. The total size of their armies is unequaled. Holy moly. Okay. Alright, back to 4th rank. Good. That's, yes. I lost it and now I gained it back. Alright, and so my next war will be against Clan Mori, and as you just saw, they have the largest, well, the most amount of soldiers of all the clans, which is a little disconcerting. I mean, this is the clan that I'm planning on going up against next. So it's not going to be an easy one, I'll tell you that. But at least in this case, I have some avenues, I have some options, right? I can attack from Nagato, and I would like to have a little bit more than what I have now. I'd essentially like probably 2 full stacks. I can then, you know, attack 2 provinces at a time. That's the way that Mori clan territory is, you know, kind of divided out. It's, you know, 2, and then 2, and then 2, and then this is kind of awkward here, but you have to kind of attack 2 at a time, right? But I have some options. I can also push them from the east and come in through the island of Shinoku. I already forgot. Is that Shinoku? It is Shinoku. So I can come in from here as well. So I have some options, and that is something that I will be pursuing. Just want to make sure that I have some more time so I can just use that. to keep organizing my forces and maybe just burn through a few turns and build up a few more forces before I call that an episode. Do that, do that. I got my emissaries, so let's see, how do I want him out here actually, and I want to double check. I want to see how is Mori doing. Looks like they haven't made any more progress. It looks like nothing else really out of the ordinary has happened. Takeda has taken Saruga from the Imagawa clan, so they are at war with each other. And let's see, Imagawa has taken Echigo. So yeah, this is all a mess as usual. This is all going to be pretty messy up here, and it's going to come down to, just to remind you, my goal for essentially the mid game is I want to get up to Owari, Mino, and Echizen. It's essentially the halfway point of the island, and these are three very defensible provinces, and it's kind of my my watermark standard. It's what I like. If I can get to that point before the northern clans are done, battling out with each other, then I'm a really good position. And that's why, I like rushing, especially with the southern clans. I like to rush because the northern clans are richer than me. So I want to be able to push through and get up here quickly. And now if I can break Mori, as you saw, a lot of this is rebel held territory. So I'd really like to, get Mori out of the way before they take more of this. Also, I'd like to get up here before Oda starts to reclaim some of this rebel territory. So I want to keep rushing. It's it looked like for a second there that it wasn't going to work, but persistence worked out. So I finally have Tosa, and this is really good. I'm producing +1 honor Nodachi swordsman from 2 locations now. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Let's see. So and I can take both of these. I could probably take both of these territories with everything that I have right now. I'm not going to begin the war quite yet, but I could. I'm really close to feeling like I could do that if I wanted to. Let's see, do that. Let's see, I want some shinobi right now, and alright, and I don't have, oh yeah, I can't even build shinobi, can I? Nope. Tax rate, that's fine. Everything's looking fine. Taxes are looking good. Let's see, I get this guy. How many archers do I have here? 4, so 1 more is fine. Alright, we had a good harvest this year. All crop revenues are up by 25%. Awesome, 3357. That is not a bad treasury. And let's see, I'll keep moving these guys over. And yeah, so that's, yeah, it's tempting to start that war, but yeah, I'm gonna build up for a little bit here. And let's see, I'm actually gonna start bringing spears down here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, and I'm building a port, I believe, right? Yep, so that's 1 turn away from having a finished port there. And like I said before, I like to try to make sure I'm building a port essentially every year. Like to try to get another port going. So I have that port going, and in addition to that, so what I need for a new port, so thinking ahead, right, is that I'm going to need a castle built in one of these other provinces. Now, building up in any of these other provinces, in my opinion, is pretty useless, except for a port. That's still all I want. Now, I know that's a pretty expensive investment for just a port. That's altogether, castle and port combined, that's a 950 koku investment for something that gets me 200 koku per year. So it does pay off eventually, and for the southern provinces, because they're so poor agriculturally, ports are all I got. I have to spend that investment, and it's a slow build up. It really is. But I mean, I can build a port in pretty much every territory. It's all bordering ocean, as you can see. So Yeah, so it doesn't really matter where I build this next port. I'm just gonna, you know, get this castle going there. That way when the port's done in Tosa, I can just start going to Buzen. And I'll eventually fill up all the rest of, well, all of my territories, essentially. Alright, so that's the economics out of the way. And as I said before, I want to start getting horses on the field. And in addition to that, more soldiers. So that, yes, more Nodachi. Always. And Ashigaru, just because I don't know, I'm not going to add it all up. I don't know how my money is going to be after this turn. So let's see. Oops, nope. Very low. Make sure it's all good. That's looking good, looking good, looking good. And let's see. That's my heir, so I want to... Yeah, I'm going to want more shinobi out that way to help. I want at least 4 shinobi around my heir at all times to help protect him from assassins. And around 2 around my daimyo would be nice as well. So I'm going to bring this guy here. Now this is making me nervous. Now that the Clan Mori has a emissary in Io, that just makes me think that they're checking out Io to see if they want to attack. Be my guest. Be my guest, Mori. Try me. Alright. And okay, so I still have a little money to play with, so that's good. Okay, smart move, Mori. Smart move. You did the right. You did the right thing. All right, there we go. And it looks. Hey, look at that. We got a little 1-star general there. It's cute. Okay, time for me to start bringing archers down here. And having this ports is so helpful now. And let's see, how is this looking? Yep, just bring them in. And let's see, I can use some more spears down here and some more Nodachi. How about some Nodachi up here? I don't have any up here yet. Okay, let's see. More Nodachi, that's gonna be, what was that, 450 altogether? Yeah, 450, and then so 750. All right, end turn. And probably going to call it here. I'm just going to double check that timer one more time. Yep. So that'll be it for this episode. And I know you guys didn't believe in me. And look at, I finally freaking did it. I took Tosa. And yeah, like I said, I went into this episode thinking I was going to have to kind of like take a step back and rebuild. No, I just had to, you know, attack it 3 more times. So yeah, I told you so. I told you it would work. So yeah. Great. That's a really good position for me to be in before my war with Clan Mori starts. Just looking ahead, as I was saying, what I have here in this island can already take the rest of, you know, the rest of what Mori has. And I'm almost comfortable, you know, I could essentially kind of split this off into 2 armies and start attacking Clan Mori, and that might be what I do, actually. I might not wait until I have a full 2 stacks up here. But we'll see. I'm not really pressed for time right now. At this point, going into the next episode, I might just build up another full stack. I have the money coming in. I have time to build soldiers. Mori isn't pressing me in this direction. So, yeah, I might actually... Yeah, we'll see. I haven't quite decided yet what I want to do, so... let's see. I'll just bring... yeah, I'll bring him up there. That's fine. And do that. And we're going to call it an episode. So thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. And I'll be producing more content next week. So I look forward to seeing you then. And take care. Have a good one.